over a little bit. Get in that frame.
This is our.
Remember that song "Freeze Frame" by God? Peter Wolf was the lead singer of that band. What the hell was the name of that band, Maddie? Freeze Frame. I'll think of it later.
Somebody will tell us.
Yeah. Who sang that song? Peter Wolf was the lead singer. I need the name of the band. The song was called "Freeze Frame" from the '80s. I know somebody will get it. Guan White.
So shout out to Guan White. This is our Bulls daily update show.
Oh boy, is it a day!
We got 4 Bulls. 4 interesting Bulls.
Yeah, this is going to start getting interesting now, Pete, because I got it handed to me again yesterday.
Oh yeah,
come on.
Who?
Washington State? Come on.
Washington State. Yeah.
Wow. Troy West. Shame on you for talking me into that. I'm kidding, buddy.
All right. Late information though did come with, and with these bowl games, you got to pay attention to late information. Late information was kind of a hinting that Minnesota was the.
Remember what I told you yesterday? I said, "Hey, Pete, Double J." Matt, listen to this. Double J hit me up an hour before kickoff. He said, mate, you better jump on Minnesota and you better jump on hard. And I'm not kidding. And Pete, I told you that specifically. You said, really, Mike Brennan? And guess what? They got pounded. That suspension, 10 guys meant nothing.
And also in the Wake Forest Temple game, I talked about in the Periscope how the line movement was indicating strongly to me that Wake Forest was a side, and that turned out to be the right side.
They whooped that ass. Yeah, I'm telling you. Time to crank it up today, though.
All right, so let's talk about the games today. Wednesday, December 28th. The first one is Northwestern Pitt. Line has moved back. Initially got bet up to Pitt's in Pitt's favor. Now it's gotten bet back down. It's now 4. I would still be leaning Pittsburgh here at -4. I think that might be quite a solid play.
You know, Pete, I don't think they lost any momentum. They're coming off that 76-61 win. You know, that's huge. My concern, and I don't understand, well, I do understand that it's all about money and positioning, but offensive coordinator Matt Canada, after this game, is going to be moving on to take that same job, if I'm correct, at LSU. All right. Where is the motivation for that team? Or do they just say, you know what, doesn't matter. Hey, we're glad we're happy for him. We're moving on. I think, you know what, I think Northwest, but Northwestern, if I'm correct, 23rd defense in the country at 22 points a game.
They're good.
They're no slouch. No, so I think that Pitt might get shut down a minute. I don't know. It's a tough one, buddy. But
my lean would definitely be to Pitt on that one. But I also will admit that I'm probably.
I thought I went with them on my picks for the our odds couple, but I did not. You did add that Tennessee one for me, though, right?
Of course.
Thank you.
We're on Tennessee. That's in a couple of days. Then West Virginia, Miami. That's an interesting.
Well, hold on. With that, is there anybody got any questions?
Jeff pointed out the weather could be an issue. That game's at Yankee Stadium. Outside.
Yeah. And then
I just came back.
Maddie can tell us an update on that then.
It is cold.
Yeah, man, it's freezing.
Really?
He said 50 degrees.
That
Swear
was
to God.
the first day I was there.
Maddie said 50 freaking degrees. I said, that's T-shirt weather, Matty Ice. Okay.
I got so sick.
But you know that in the state of New York, especially in that time of year, anything could happen. They could be bringing out snowplows next week, Pistol Pete.
That's true.
You know, what is that called? Global warming? You want to get started with that?
Yeah, let's not get started with that. Hey, listen, a couple months ago, my assertion that global warming is real was looking pretty damn good. Now I got to admit, hey, it's not looking
slow down a bit.
Yeah,
what's going on with that? No momentum.
What's up with that? You know what
but now, anybody else got any questions on that game? And please, Jeff, I know you know Freeze Frame. Who the hell sang it? Peter Wolf was the lead singer. I'll think of the band, but it's going to kill me.
Bookie's paying for a trip to Barcelona. Good job, Dave.
Yep, good. Barcelona, fantastic. Hey, we're going to Punta Cana. I'm going to find out.
All right, so just taking a look at this, Northwestern, terrible in bowl games. They've only won one since 1995.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm starting to think those trends don't mean shit either, because after what's happened with the last couple of days, Mississippi State, Dan Mullins, Jay Giles. I'll take Jay Giles for 500, Pete. Tell him what he's won, Bob.
What about the under in that Pittsburgh game?
It's interesting. I didn't
What's the number?
I mean, it opened 66. Now it's down to 60.
Can I ask you this, Pete? You are Totals Low Shack. Do you think the impact of that 76-point game that they scored and the 61 that Pitt gave up has any impact on this total, to where if it was not as high-scoring game, would that number be lower?
No, I don't think so, because Pitt's been. I mean, if it was just a dead over team the whole season.
Sounds like they got a dumpster fire for a defense. So if you're who was it? Got 61. Was that Rutgers?
Syracuse. Syracuse is a big passing offense.
Yeah, but still.
Pitt was to overs what like Temple was to ATS wins. They just went over every single week. So this is going to be a high total no matter what. I'm going to stay off it.
Okay. Oops, sorry.
I'd probably lean under on this one, but I'm going to stay off.
I got some interesting stuff for the next one.
Bowl games suck. Yeah, it's tough, these bowl games to bet on.
No, it is really.
No, I mean,
Sometimes I think it's better to pop a cold beer, pistol
Yeah.
Pete,
Well, the
you know,
fact
fire
is-
up Grandpa's left-handed cigarette, and then just kick back and get, you know.
I mean, the factors
Come on,
are
let's get real.
definitely unique, or can be unique. So for sure, you know, you have to adjust your methods.
Speaking of adjusting, I love the hat, Matty. He got rid of the New York Yankee brown hat. He said he's finally think it's had its day.
Not even notice.
Looking good, and look at sporting that hairstyle from the '70s. The girls would go. I wish I had. Look at the hair on his freaking head.
Yeah.
Brooklyn for all of them.
Yeah. I got a new song for my hair. Yo no tengo pelo. Yeah, that's right. In Spanish, I don't have any hair.
All right, so let's talk about the next bowl, Sally. A very interesting one: West Virginia, Miami. Both these teams strong in the trenches. Miami, of course, was young up
Yep.
front defensively, but getting a more
Breaking
experience,
news.
of course. My sense is that West Virginia +3 is would be the side here. I would definitely.
Breaking news,
What's that?
Pistol.
What's that?
You ready for this?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
love this stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Mark Richt made a statement and said, I always watch results of bowl games previous to when we play,
Mhm.
and I find out things that I need to maybe learn how to get my team, so forth, with some high, I mean, he's talking about high-profile coaches that maybe didn't get their team
Yeah.
ready. And he said, I'm not blaming any coach. I'm not, he
Mhm.
said, but I know that my job right now before we face West Virginia,
Mm.
he said, we've looked at all the X's and O's.
Mm.
We have watched all the tape. Matty, we've been all over the field in practice. Now what I have to do, I have to get my team ready because it's not happening with everybody else. A lot of teams are laying, taking it off, and ready to go home. Not my team. Not my team. That's going up against a very good coach, Dana Holgerson,
yeah,
for
yeah.
West Virginia. But Mark Richt, who knows bowl games,
Yeah.
this guy knows his bowl games, and his record with bowl games is very, very respectable. So with that being said, I got a feeling, and that line moved from 1 to 2.5, right, Pete?
West Virginia, Miami.
Yeah.
No, it's 3. It's
Three.
now 3 or a
Jesus.
slight or a
Bam.
plus 3 and
Hey,
a half.
when
But,
Rick talks, I listen. Where's the game being played?
it's in Florida.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's in his comfort zone. When you have a coach in his comfort zone speaking like that, and he's gauging what he can do better to get his team ready based on other good coaches. Okay. I'm all over it, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm leaning.
yeah,
I'm leaning
that's-
Miami,
that's-
baby.
Jeff, like in Miami also.
Who is?
Jeff.
Jeff,
Yeah.
big man on camp. Oh, wait a minute. When the three of us have been agreeing, guess where that vehicle's been going?
No, I didn't
Huh?
agree.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. That's why I'm trying to tell you. Jump on in.
I'm still leaning West Virginia, although you guys are making
Okay.
very compelling arguments. Again, it's just my lean. I'm not going to bet it. I'll tell you about the one that I did bet. Let's skip the Texas A&M one. Of course, Mike Brenner and I, we previewed this with, who do we, maybe let's Jeff with the MOC wins. We all like Texas A&M.
A&M and Kansas. I think that was with Big Man. But you know what?
Yeah.
This is Jeff's favorite bowl game.
Okay, but
Texas A&M.
Yeah, and that one's now up to a 3 or 3.5 and rising. So, it's 3 minus 120 at Pinnacle in the Chris book. So
you know, Jeff's kicking some ass right now
Yeah,
on our basketball
sure,
show.
yeah.
7-1, I think.
Son is weak.
Yeah, Holgerson's weak, they're saying.
Jeff got a -2.
Guys, I'm going to tell you the biggest advantage, and I will pull Pete off of this for the days out because that's now my motivation today. All right, Mark Richt, I'm going back real quick. Mark Richt coaching in his comfort zone. He knows that state. He knows that stadium. He's been in a lot of bowl games in Orlando. All right, that makes a huge difference. His team's going to feel like they're at home. West Virginia's out of its comfort zone. Guess what? They are. Oh my God, I'm going to go see Mickey Mouse. I mean, you never know, buddy. I'm telling you, Dana Holgerson will get out coached today by Mark Richt. Miami brings it. That team is no fluke. Big man on campus.
Yeah,
is
you
on
really
board.
threw me off, but I wasn't really on West Virginia.
But
Kind
I
of
know.
leaning that
Well,
way.
we're not leaning. Then do the Detroit lean the other way. All right, hey, A&M minus 3.5 now.
I mean, it's 3 minus 120. So that was one that after we talked about it.
Where's this played?
I think it's being played in Texas. Where is it?
Let's see if Big Man knows. Big man.
While you're looking, I got an update. Guan update.
Guan.
That muff punt in the Navy game.
Yeah.
That was his brother.
No way.
Yeah, freshman. He said he'll get better. And we-
Guan White. That was his brother.
Shout out to Guan White.
His brother with
Shout
the
out to Guan
muff
White's
punt.
brother. Okay.
Absolutely. Fantastic. And you know what? That guy is the real deal. Guan White. If you look up Guan White in the dictionary, you're going to see it. It's going to say 100. That's what it's going to say,
Yeah,
buddy.
the Texas
It's the real deal.
He played at Texas. It's a Texas bowl.
Thank you,
So, yeah, that's definitely my favorite play of the day. Texas.
That was
and I think
Guan's
that
brother.
one-
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
I remember he mentioned, I think, last week. that
And
he played
it's going to be cool when Guan White gets down here, and I know he will. Matter of fact, him and Big Man might just take the same flight.
And I'm also leaning under in that one. And then we got Indiana and Utah in the Foster
Who the hell
Farms
cares
Bowl.
about the Foster Farm Bowl,
Yeah,
Pete?
yeah.
For real. Foster Farm. You know, the bowl game last night in Costa Rica wasn't even on TV. Wasn't even on TV anywhere, and I got the high-end box, right?
My sense is that.
Hey, you know what? I was told to get an NFL package in my house.
Really?
2 months into this deal. Guess what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to hook up. My deal at SPR.
Oh, but come on.
Cynthia, no, Cynthia told me to do it. I'm going to do
Got
it.
some guys in
Ooh, Indiana. I don't know, man.
I'm leaning over in that one.
Where's that game being played?
That's in California. So,
Ooh.
yeah, and Utah is generally a pretty good bowl team. Again,
I think a lot of the public's on Utah, if I'm correct. Is that a lot of public action?
I don't have the public numbers right here,
All
but I took a small shot with the over on that one. I got 54. Now it's up to 54.5. Utah was higher scoring than normal a lot of times this year. So I took a shot with the over on that one. The line has definitely gotten bet down. It opened at 8. Now it's down to a 5.5, which I can understand, which makes sense.
Turnover's going to be an issue
yeah,
in that
exactly.
game. I'm not. Speaking of turnovers, you fumbled yesterday big time.
Yeah.
You fumbled on the set at NBA.
Oh, NBA.
2 craft beers. Sophia gave us some beautiful Christmas presents, and I had 2 craft beers that I popped for the show. Pistol Pete missed out. I still love you, buddy. It's all good.
Well, you did your totals very good yesterday.
Yeah, it's all Pistol Pete's on fire. He just doesn't talk about it. He doesn't gloat. Doesn't matter.
Leans
Leans,
and
bets.
some bets. They were
Guess
all
what?
really good.
An NBA.
I left my notes in
all
there.
over, everything.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Well, yeah.
We had a good day in NBA.
Yeah, for sure. And
Our show
the Lakers
specifically.
didn't cover.
Because you know what? I didn't talk. We didn't film the NBA show yet. We'll talk about that later.
Mhm.
But no, bottom line, A&M and Kansas. Where's the overwhelming love here? Kansas. We're talking about, is this Kansas or Kansas State? Okay.
Yeah.
Big man laid it out there.
Yeah.
We did the video with him. What? And I was wrong. All right. Kansas State's coach. All right. Great guy, nice guy. Bill Snyder. He's an older guy. I thought he had a productive a bowl record.
Mhm.
Hell no. Big man laid it out there. His bowl record is terrible. So obviously, speaking of the momentum and a coach like Mark Richt saying, how do I get my team up? How is this guy going to get his team up? Hell, he's 79. He might be 83 years old, Pete, with all due respect.
More importantly, there's reasons why his bowl record with Kansas State is not that good. And we're all over Texas A&M.
A&M, because the SEC schedule is going to definitely benefit A&M.
We got a question about follow up to the beer. Does Pete drink?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he'll have a few now and
No,
again.
I drink when I'm happy and celebrating. So the last time that was 2000. That was about 4 years ago.
Speaking of drinking,
And,
I'm leaving tomorrow at 10 in the morning for 4 days, buddy. Los Sueños. I'll be filming Friday from Sueños. Alfonso's meeting me down there. He's there now, as a matter of
You're
fact.
not going to be here today?
No, I'm going on a yacht.
Tells me anything.
Oh, tomorrow morning I'm here for this.
No,
I'm leaving after that.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Deb, everybody, I worked all this out. But yeah, I'm going to be filming on a yacht also Friday and Saturday. So make sure you check it out. But tomorrow, Pete,
Yes.
I'm not kidding.
Yes.
For Friday morning show, tomorrow I got 5 girls. We're getting gathered for the boat. G-strings, baby. I'm not kidding. It's on.
Wow.
Yeah, my wife's going to pick them out. I can't beat it. Get the best of both worlds. But yeah, me and Eric, you remember Eric?
Mhm.
We're going down. He's invited us to the condo in Sueños for 4 days. It's a Christmas thing. We're doing a New Year's together.
Yeah,
Sounds
Aces,
good.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah. So
Mike
trust me,
living
I
the
am going to be sending pictures and photos, guys, of all of the beauty of Los Sueños. Is one of the nicest beaches. There's Jimmy, my buddy Jimmy, owns the meat shop in there. He owns the seafood shop. Literally, I'm going to have scallops. I'm going to have
Are the
fresh
Nitro
shrimp.
girls coming?
2 of them are supposed to be. Fulton getting back to me today. This is the busiest time for Fulton and them because they've had 7 shows, car shows, in 13 days. The girls have been all over the
cute
place.
with that
So, man, I'm telling you, but this is Costa Rica. The talent's everywhere. Trust me, Brennan will pull it in there. I'm going to reel it in, Pistol. Come on, Matty Ice,
All
get
right.
behind me.
Yeah. Okay, so
A&M's the big play of the day.
one. Jeff,
Jeff, I told you, Jeff.
Shout out to Jeff.
no, you guys are killing it today.
Shout out to Jeff
Comments,
Zimmerman.
thank you.
Shout out to Jeff BMOC. Shout out to Guan White. Shout out to all the followers.
Shout out.
to everyone. All
God,
the
I love it.
supporters.
Don't you love what we
Yeah,
do?
I like to. I want to know more of the names because you know all the names.
Yeah,
of the
buddy,
supporters.
they're amazing. And I'm not kidding. Last night, Matty Ice last night, because got lucky last night, went 4-0 in NBA, but then had 3 private power picks I tweeted out, hit every one of them, and all of them covered so comfortably. So 7-0. And I'm just here to tell you guys, stuff's happening. We're getting fired up. We're getting hot, and we're going to roll off of that momentum. All right. So tune into the show. We're getting ready to go shoot the NBA show right now. I got one particular play that, ooh,
Really?
magic, buddy.
Because I looked at the 6 games that have overnight lines, and
Don't get me started. I'll get fired up with this one. Yeah.
But as, the point is, the
Matty
main
Ice
point
is back. Nice to have him back.
Yeah, the main
Hey,
point
wait a
out of
minute.
this is
No
that-
Yankee cap, nothing for Brenner? Nothing.
I
Nothing.
didn't bring back anything, really.
Yeah.
You believe that?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I can
You
believe
got a
that.
hat.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Matty didn't give you that hat. Did he?
Yeah. No.
Huh?
He
Yeah,
didn't.
no.
He didn't.
He still got his Cardinals hat, Matty. It's in the office though.
The takeaway is Texas A&M is all of our favorite
Gotta be.
players today.
Yep.
And
And then somebody said Dana Holgerson. I don't know if he's going to get up. I think Mark Rick out coaches him. Somebody's trying to get him.
Mhm.
All right, we got to get out because someone's trying to get in, guys. We're gonna check it out later on. Matty Ice, if you're game, we're heading to the casino.
Yeah, we'll film again definitely a little later. I don't know if I'll make it to the casino today, but
Okay.
we will be filming today again.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, I'll be heading up
Sounds
there.
good.
All right, guys.
Got to prepare for the end.
Got to go. All right. Be good. Thanks for everything.